Is it going?
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Where were you yesterday? On Thursday of the 9th, which was yesterday.
That wasn't yesterday. Be high. Hello.
Hey, wait, I want to talk too.
No, I'm talking.
No, mom talking.
No, I'm talking.
No, my mom's talking.
Moms don't talk. We're talking about.
Mom's talking.
Mom's talking. Hey. Hello, it's me. It's Trevor.
When there's a mime talking, that whatever he's gonna say, you listen to him because he doesn't talk.
You better fucking listen. We're live in the studio. Everything's on. This is on. That's
We're live.
On. We're live.
Cool. All right.
Anyway,
just have this cut like you do that every time you go on an episode. You just cut that sleeve, the one that's closest. He has a bunch of clothes just with one sleeve.
I do not want to ruin my clothes like that.
You're the one with sleeve man. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Tattoos are cool, but I'm not gonna cut my sleeves for it.
There's this basketball player that was I don't know who he plays for, but he was talking about his tattoos. They're pretty sick. He doesn't have like any on his arms, but just all back. Just like a huge story, dude. But he was going like he was getting too deep with it. I didn't think a basketball player could be that deep.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I have this like hourglass and there's a freaking quasar in it, but it's like coming out of it backwards because time is like irrelevant.
What's a quasar?
Quasar? It's like a exploding star, I think.
That's wild.
I believe. I like the name Quasar.
I wonder how one would get one of those.
One of what?
Things with a quasar.
Oh. No, it was a tattoo. The quasar was it was a part of his tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah. But it looked pretty sick. But which was cool, he had a meaning after like all of them. Like all of them had like some kind of like meaning to him. He had like the tree of life. He had like the quasar, whatever thing. It was cool.
Yeah, I feel like the meaning is like it starts out like that, but then after enough people ask you, you're like, it just looks cool. Like I don't want to explain the whole thing.
Have you done not yet, or have you done that?
I've done that with some of my tattoos.
Do you change up the story?
Sometimes I'll just give a real simplified version of it. Like if they ask about my music notes, like I really like music or something. Like,
yeah.
Other times I'll tell them like, oh, it's a song I wrote or something. They're like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and I've been your friend for a long time, so I've heard you give these explanations every time.
Yeah.
Like the one on your wrist, like, yeah, this is one I wrote when I was like 2 years old.
Yeah, you could mix it up like that.
Yeah, when I was 2, I don't know. I just got pen and paper and just wrote these.
They said I was a prodigy. The next Beethoven.
It's like, wow. Like, yeah. So anyways, what's your name? Want to get out of here?
Dude, that's a good idea.
Hey, things are opening back up soon.
I got my first vax.
Nice.
My first vax.
Hell yeah, bro. How do you feel? Diarrhea?
No.
Chills?
Nah.
Vomiting?
Nope.
Oh.
My arm was sore for like 2 or 3 days.
Same. Only one. But I hear we're going to be feeling those other things I said on the second dose.
Oh, the second one's supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be hurting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in other ways. But yeah, whatever, dude. I'm looking forward to it.
I just want to be like able to walk out there in the open air and just...
Yeah, dude. You just don't go out and come out of your room anymore.
I do.
You're looking a little pale there, buddy.
I do not look pale. I run 3 times a week, okay?
At night?
No.
At 9 o'clock?
In the morning.
You're like Dracula. You're like, okay, it's time.
I mean,
sprinting down the street.
It would be cool to be a vampire, but nah.
Like, there he is. You wear turtlenecks.
Dude, I have a turtleneck.
I know. Remember?
I need like a burgundy turtleneck.
Oh, remember that one dance that we went to? It was like a dance, and
yeah,
I think it was like one of our last dances at UCI or parties or whatever. And I really wanted to pull off the turtleneck blazer like Dwayne Johnson with like the freaking chain.
Yes.
But I didn't have any of that stuff. But you had it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you wore it, and I was like, damn, like that looks fresh. I wish I would have done that.
Nah.
You just swooped that fit for me, dog.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
You're like, I was telling you my dreams, and you're like, cool, I'll do that. And then I saw you wear it. I was like,
I have
It
the
looks-
opportunity to do that.
Dude,
Dude, you could have worn my shirt if you wanted.
that's
it.
killer, dude. And then I had to watch you like flaunt it. We were like, dude, that's a nice fit. And I was like, yeah, no, it is, huh?
I'm sorry, bro.
Just ripped off the turtleneck off you. Like,
This is mine. This is my idea.
oh, speaking of fits, I have a question for you.
Sure, go.
So, you know how like in the 90s, like cartoons, your cartoon, and many cartoons nowadays, you have your one outfit. Like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob wears the same thing every single day.
Uh-huh.
Right. So if you were a cartoon, what would be your fit, you think,
Ooh.
if you had to wear it like every day?
If I had to wear it every day.
Mm-hmm. Like if you're, yeah. That's your uniform.
That's a really tough choice.
Yeah.
On some level, I think I would go for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have like sweats.
I was about to say that. I could see you in some sweats and some slides.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. And then maybe like a Hawaiian shirt or something.
Oh, nice. Also depends on what kind of show we're in.
And if it's cold, then you might have to switch it up. Like
Yeah.
bring like a windbreaker.
Same kind of pattern, but like just
Yeah,
warmer.
yeah. What would you be? Sweats?
Nah, I think I'd be jeans. I always wear jeans. I
Even when
feel.
you sleep, you wear jeans.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Nice.
But I have my jeans. I'll probably have some jeans. I'll roll them up and have some like crazy socks. So like you could see the crazy socks. I don't know what they would be, but
So like, do you have designs on the socks, or are they just patterns? And
yeah, probably some cool patterns.
Hmm.
And then, man,
Does it like influence your dreams? What socks you pick? Like what patterns are on there?
yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
Like you going to sleep in jeans, right?
Yeah.
And you're rolling them up so you can have the socks on when you sleep too. So I'm just wondering, like, do you put them on and then you think like, oh, maybe I'll have a dream about dinosaurs today, or like,
Dude, is that part of the TV show I'm a part of?
yeah,
Yeah. Just put on socks, like go to magical worlds.
that you pick your dreams with your socks
Dude, imagine.
because you wear jeans when you sleep. So
That'd be a weird superpower, but I could see that. You go
you can,
out.
you can make some crazy ass socks, right?
You yourself make crazy ass socks.
Yeah, you're like, I want my socks to take me to this other planet. Like,
Yeah.
I have all this.
Or just have some very weird specific dreams, like this sock is me crowd surfing,
Yeah,
and then you have a dream about that.
that'd be sick.
Yeah, that's a cool superpower.
You could go like back in time. You could have like
Mm.
Jurassic Park like socks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd be lucid dreaming, so you have control of that shit. And you're just like,
You're going way too deep for me, dog. You need to write some of this stuff down.
oh, we're recording it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's for the public to see.
Yeah. For
Or
free.
slash here for free.
Yeah.
Did you ever have like when you go to sleep and you're like thinking your dreams, or you have a dream or have an idea in your sleep?
Yes.
Do you ever write it down like right there and then?
Sometimes if it's like if it's real, impactful, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you have done it.
Yeah.
I feel like I have done too for like ideas for like sketches or like movies and stuff, but
yeah.
it takes effort because like you're in sleep mode and you're just like, then you have to like write it. And it's never just a minute you're on there for like a little bit of time because you just want to make sure you get everything.
We're
Like,
trying to capture the whole thing, right? And
yeah.
if you like, it's easy to miss it or easy to like embellish it in areas that it wouldn't necessarily have been written that way. Like where that's not how your dream was, right?
Yeah.
You like add stuff to it, or
Yeah.
you fill in blanks because you can't remember it. Maybe.
Yeah, that's why it's bad to do it the next day. It's never the
Yeah.
same. It's never the fresh.
Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, oh, this dream is crazy. Like,
Dude, that's sick.
yeah.
I have to, but I feel like all those ideas that I have, I need to like separate them too, because I literally just have like a sheet, like a note sheet in my phone, like on notes,
Yeah.
just full of like random things, like random ideas. And if you just like read through the list, they like go in different places. I'm
It's
like,
like stream of consciousness type shit.
what was I thinking?
Just like basketball, Squirtle. Like what
This
the
is
fuck?
Squirtle. Make it happen. Both round.
It's like, what were you thinking about, Matt?
But that'd be crazy if you just knew what you were talking about, though.
Yeah.
You saw it, you're like, oh, got
Yeah.
it. You know yourself best.
Like, oh, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about dinosaurs right here. Even though I never wrote the word dinosaurs, I know.
Yeah.
It's a velociraptor and like
Make that
Tyrannosaurus.
leap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreams
And
are awesome.
I have some news about Mattel, the company that you work for.
What are they doing?
Let's see if you knew about this. So, did you know that Mattel is teaming up with Mission Control Media to bring like a Barbie fashion show TV show.
Yes.
You knew that?
Yes.
Were they hyping it up?
No, not internally. I think it's like it's kept under wraps basically. Like you don't want to spoil it, but I know some
So
of the
you've
things.
known this like
Oh,
before,
yeah.
for a while now?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me, dog?
I can't tell you, bro.
You know I love Barbie.
I know you do, but I just can't break the secret. Like,
Dang, that's crazy to
Yeah.
think you had like the background, like you knew they were going in that direction. Because
Yeah.
you would have. This is the kind of a big move. Like you would have to plan this for months and months.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say anything more about it.
So you know how it ends.
I know what's supposed to happen.
I know who's gonna take the fall. I already know the outfit that
Yeah.
won and everything,
They already have it planned.
dude. And I was also reading that there's like a whole host of other shows coming out from Mattel too, like focused on different toys you guys have. I love it how you're just like, yeah.
I can neither confirm nor deny those accusations.
Oh my god. But
I plead the fifth.
why are you shaking, dog? Why are you so nervous? No, sit back down. Where are you going? Don't leave. But okay, so I won't step on any toes, but this is if you had a toy, like if
Yeah.
you had like a TV show that come out of a toy, what toy from Mattel would you want to have a TV
Ooh.
show? But please refresh me because I don't know like what toys.
I mean,
lines you guys have.
see, Mattel does a lot of licensed toys, so some of the toys are already from TV shows. Like I think they did He-Man toys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And He-Man was a TV show, but they turned it into a toy, and so they made it. But there are some Mattel specific brands that I think would be cool as toys, like or as like TV shows, right? You could have like a Hot Wheels one or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could do like Hot Wheels Transformers or something. I don't know.
Crossover.
I haven't heard anything about that, but that would be pretty cool.
Look right into the camera. I swear.
If that's happening, I did not know. Okay, so
Oh my
don't arrest me. Don't sue me, please. Thank you.
Dude, it's okay. We'll get through this together. We'll still have a job. But that's cool. So your choice would be the Hot Wheels?
Yeah, I think Hot Wheels would be pretty sick. Barbie's already getting one, so
Yeah. And the
kinda
winner
there.
gets money, I think. There's a cash prize at the end, and your outfit is on this like new magazine line you guys are trying to promote or something. So it'll be
Yeah.
like the first feature on the magazine.
yeah.
But man, I thought they'd get a job or something, like designing like Barbie clothes or
There you
something.
go.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it will help them in the future because they definitely remember people. Like if you work there at some point and you leave and come back, they remember you for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd give it a first episode. I'd give it a watch.
Yeah, why not?
Why not, dude?
Let's do it.
I used to
We could have a watching party here.
reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some wings, get some French fries.
We'll go wild if we see one that we like.
Yeah.
You're like that one. That one.
Then how would we get them to win? We just like,
Yeah, they had to call in.
yeah, do we call in? Do we just like do robocalls and just
Like
kind of flood
10 phones in front of us.
10
just
phones?
typing.
Yeah, or you get like a bot on your computer and just call them.
All right.
And
So
then-
you take it from that front, and then I'll do the hard work.
You could do it.
I'll
You could
I'll
do it
the
by
typing.
hand manually,
Mm-hmm. I'll do that.
and then we'll compare at the end and see how many
it's like
how many calls we get
What's
out.
that old story? It's like the train and the guy like hammering the
Paul Bunyan or something?
Is it Paul Bunyan?
He's a tree cutter, right?
Yeah, it's not the same guy. I was gonna say Paul Bunyan as well, but it's not.
You said Paul, so you got that name in my head. And I'm now.
You said Paul. I didn't say Paul Bunyan. You're the one who
You
brought
said
it up.
Paul.
Is it that his name?
Yeah, his name's Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, but
I don't
it's
know
not
who's
Paul,
working
right?
on the railroad though.
No, who is it? I know the story. You know the story though, right?
Yeah.
It's like who can lay the track the fastest, and it was this guy who I can't remember, and
Come on, bro. You should know this.
Long John. It's not Long John, right?
I don't
It's
know.
John something.
Hammer John.
Yeah, they made a song about him too. But why did we both think it was Paul Bunyan? I bet like a lot of people think it's Paul Bunyan. They can't.
I know
remember.
Paul Bunyan because he's like the heroic, I guess,
Mhm.
American folklore.
What does he
figure.
do?
He cuts down trees, I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
You said he was a hero.
Yeah. That's how they told the story.
So he's ruining our forest, and we glorify this monster.
Well, he's big. He's like a gigantic dude, right?
Oh,
He has
okay.
a dog and shit.
That makes sense.
So
The dog. He had a huge dog too.
Yeah.
Nah, that's Clifford, that you're thinking about.
Nah. Clifford is a big, right? But this dog I think is a little bit smaller than Clifford.
Oh, just a little bit smaller.
I think so. Paul Bunyan. It depends how big Paul Bunyan is.
I also got Paul Bunyan mixed up with freaking the guy on the peas can. He's really big.
The Green Giant.
Yeah. I don't know why I mix them up sometimes.
You know, one time for Halloween, I went as Peter Pan, but they thought I was the Jolly Green Giant.
Was I there? I think I remember Peter Pan.
No, I think that was a different one. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter Pan was a long time ago.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Do you remember that one time? I think it was our first year in college. We went to we wanted to get into a frat Halloween party.
Yeah.
And you dressed up as like Luigi or something. Mario?
I took someone's costume.
Yeah.
It wasn't my costume. I didn't buy a Mario costume, so.
Why'd you look at the screen? I would never buy Mario. I'm more of a Bowser myself.
I would do like a Waluigi, or I would probably even rock a Wario at some point in my life.
I could see that Waluigi.
Yeah, Waluigi would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like Boo.
From Monsters, Inc.?
No. Like the ghost.
Oh.
Just a gigantic ass.
Yeah, from Monsters, Inc. The little girl.
No, not the girl.
I want to be Boo. Like, oh. Okay.
I like how your mind went there before I went to Mario, though.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, that's the only Boo I know.
Yeah, there's like a little ghost dude in Mario, but.
Oh, from Mario, Boo,
right.
The little ghost. Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
I'll just be a giant Boo, like a fucking cloud.
Pillowcase, cut the holes.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I was thinking about this story. But anyway, remember, I forget what I was. I was like I remember I had boxes on my feet. It was like a prank or a trick costume where like I looked like I was really tall or really short, one of those.
Right.
Yeah. And it was kind of uncomfortable, but I was like, if it gets me in the party, whatever. So we walk from our house all the way to this frat party. And I'm it's like kind of quiet because everyone's at the party. So like I'm just like walking through the night. You could hear me clomping like on these boxes. And you had to wait for me, I remember, because I was like slowing down.
Come on, bro.
These boxes were excruciating. But once we get there, like remember that guy? He had like, he was Facebook.
Right. It was actually
supposed to be Jim?
Jim from The Office, yeah.
Yeah, and Jim from The Office wrote Facebook on
right. And that was the giveaway that he was Jim from The Office.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah. You told me that post, and I was like, oh, that's what it was? I thought it was just weird.
Yeah, it took me a second to connect it because it's like, I don't know, it makes you think, right? It's not like a parent, like you wear a Deadpool costume or something, right?
No. And I was like, oh, sorry, bro. I didn't see that season. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, dude, that guy was freaky. He was like really in your business.
Dude, he was really weird.
Yeah. Kind of, his eyes kind of tipped me off.
He's probably on something, dude.
Maybe. But he wasn't cool. He didn't let us in.
No, he did not let us in because we weren't part of the frat.
No.
Yeah.
We had to know someone, but like really know them. Like a
frat dude. You'd have to know a frat person. And
it was way harder to get into London. But even the girls, there was like, because we were there for like a minute, we were kind of like holding up the line. And like there was these girls where I remember they're like, bro, just let him in. And that dude was just like, I got this.
No, we don't do that here.
And I was like, oh, bro. Like,
come on, just let me in, bro. I know fucking Kyle and Drake.
And Drake.
Yeah. Matthew.
Yeah. Kyle. There's definitely a Kyle.
There's definitely a Kyle. There's probably a Jack.
Yeah. Maybe a Chester.
Brandon, maybe.
Yeah, a Brandon. Taylor. There's definitely a Taylor in there.
Definitely a Taylor. Or two. Might be two Taylors.
Yeah. A Paul.
A Paul Bunyan.
Yeah. Nice. Bringing it back.
A Paul Bunyan, yep.
Yeah, but then I just remember exactly what we did afterwards too. We clumped back, like we did the walk of shame, and then we got there and we were on like the last season of Breaking Bad. And then we're like, bro.
Fucking drink. Did we do like a drinking game or something?
Not for that one, but we definitely heated up like literally all the pizza bites that night.
I did love pizza bites.
All of them. It was a sad day.
It was fun though.
It was a good day.
It was fun.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we went for it.
Yeah,
I didn't think we were gonna get in, but I was like, all right.
I think it was just I was too old to get into the frats.
Remember we tried?
Yeah, we did try.
Yeah,
and we failed.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable also when I had to go alone.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh damn, all right, I guess I'll see you later. And then you literally had to be cool with like every single dude there. Like that was the passing for this specific frat. Like
You had to be like friends with everybody.
all of them had to vouch for you. So this whole week, you had to go to like pretty much everything to meet everybody.
Shit.
So that's how they get you. That's just the bare minimum.
It's not
like,
one day. It's like every day.
Yeah, well, you don't have to go all days, but they like say
You
like,
have to meet people. Though.
yeah, like the only way you get in is if you know everyone.
Okay.
And that was just it was too much like social work, especially like with like dudes on like it's
Yeah.
kind of like forced upon me to like it's not very natural.
Like you wouldn't really connect with them outside of the frat, right?
Yeah, and I find myself I feel like I'm okay socially, but like sometimes it's just too much. Like knowing too many people that I'm not even gonna like they're not even gonna talk to me any like after this.
You're like, oh, why am I doing this?
But I did do it. That's the thing. I did it for like 2 days at least.
Damn.
Yeah, I would go there. I remember playing Super Smash Brothers with a bunch of them.
Kicking their asses.
I was like next, and I would just like have them. I was like, okay, maybe I'll be the Super Smash Brothers guy. Like, if I'm good at this,
like, oh, he's really good at that. Like, let's let him in, dude. He could go for tournaments.
That's how you do it. I would just pretty much eat their food and play games. I went there, Super Smash Brothers, pool, and then I had to sit through some like talks. Like they had this like guy who graduated like 6 years ago. And he comes back and tell him what he's up to. He's like, yeah.
Did you know how well they graded you at the end? Like how many people voted for you? Did they tell you? Or they're just like, nah, you know you're not going to be.
It's not like it's nothing like written in stone. Like it's very casual. I feel like.
Okay.
Like there's no like grading system like that. They'll let you know obviously when you make it or not. But
right.
Literally like they didn't ask for my info or like anything like that. And I thought like, man, how are you gonna like hit me up or whatever? And then I think they just. If they think you're cool, they will give you that info. They're like, oh, okay, like we like you. We'll give you this guy's number, etc.
Gotcha.
But there was nothing like written down. Like after this day, like we'll give you a call. Or
so you weren't like, hey, bro, let me get your digits. Like let's stay connected after this. I really like kicking your ass at Smash Bros. So
I think if you were like sly enough, that's like a good way to do it. Like kind of like a chill way. That's how you basically what they're trying to get at you. You know.
Bro, you want to play Smash sometime? Like, what's your number?
Want to go Smash?
How much do you weigh, bro?
I remember that.
Oh,
dude, how much do you weigh? Story?
Nah.
All right, you want to save it?
We gotta save that one.
Save it for Halloween because it did happen on Halloween, right?
How much did you weigh? Was it Halloween?
Right? Yeah, it was.
What was I dressed up as that year?
I don't know. I don't know if you went dressed up that day.
Okay.
Yeah. But
it was for
Jason's birthday.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
it was
what
Jason's
I thought.
birthday.
I was like, how did the end happen?
We gotta recall.
Jason's
Okay, deal. Okay, October we'll talk about that stuff, but we need to recollect everything. We need to write down like.
Yeah, we need to make sure we got the details accurate.
Yeah, because it's a little fuzzy.
We might need to reach out to people, make sure the story is correct.
Just have them on the podcast. Just have everyone.
Nah, I feel like that'd be uncomfortable. We should use like aliases and stuff so no one knows.
Okay.
But you already kind of dropped the birthday thing, so maybe you could like bleep that out or something.
Okay. You know who you
Somebody's birthday. Beep.
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. We'll wait.
That would be sick.
That'd be pretty funny.
Hell yeah.
Bro, you said you brought a story for me.
Yeah. Have you seen that story of the fucking tanker in the canal?
Yeah, the one that's like trapped.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dude, what's actually funny about it is they watch the line for that thing and it draws like a dick and balls before it goes into the canal. And then it draws like an ass. And then
it does?
Yeah. It's like,
no.
That's what it looks like it, right?
So was this all for jokes?
I don't know. Like, did he fucking like, oops, like.
That'd be awesome if it did, though.
Yeah, and then people are joking like, what happens to the next guy who goes through the canal? Like, you know, he could do that. He has a chance to do the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
By crashing it again, right?
And then all those like backups, right? Like it backed up like a whole bunch of stuff.
So they built bypasses for it, but the section that was closed off, they didn't have any bypasses there. So.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, so that you're just fucking, you're stuck.
They're late.
Yeah.
What kind of cargo do you think is on there?
Dude.
From Alibaba?
Dude, probably a lot of stuff. Yeah. Probably like graphics cards. Like,
dude, my Switch. This is gonna be like.
They're making a Switch 2.
What do you mean? Like better?
A Switch 2, like a second generation Switch.
Oh, interesting. They just made a Switch Lite.
Yeah, they did. But they are making a Switch 2, so maybe it'll be like better graphics or something.
Switch is a great system.
It is. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It even comes with like those little controllers, right?
Yeah, it just like anyone, even people who don't really game, like you just want to switch because it's like
It's easy.
it's easy, it's handheld. You could dock it, make it look cool.
Yeah.
The controllers, and it's like I don't really play with a lot of people. It makes you want to play with people. Like you bring it over Super Smash Brothers with people.
It's like a social game that you can play with others.
Yeah, I really like it. They really knocked it out.
Yeah, I feel like Nintendo's always more of a like a friendlier party game. Like you could do Mario Kart, right? Or even Mario Party. Where
Mario
you're fucking
Party's so
jumping.
big.
Right. But then like Sony and Microsoft are good for like those first person shooters or like the super immersive games.
The story games like The
Yeah,
Last
story
of
games.
Us and the God of War,
Yeah.
which I'm really excited about coming up.
So, and they had the whole Wii Fit and Wii like sports and shit back in the day too.
They had a Wii U. I don't know if you remember,
Yeah,
but
I remember that.
that did not sell well at all.
No.
Like I even forgot about it. Like there was only a handful of games that came out of it.
Yeah.
So it's like
It was-
you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Wii U is not as successful. Damn, they should be paying us ads for this.
I hope you're listening.
Nintendo?
They do scrub your audio when you put it through YouTube to make sure there's no like copyright stuff.
They look for it?
Yeah, it's like in the algorithm when you're uploading your things.
Damn.
Yeah, and it tells really good. Like if there's a song playing, it'll be like, oh no, Phil Collins, like he's gonna be mad about that. Yeah.
Damn. How do you get around that? You get like licenses for it or what?
I don't know. Like, do you actually? I never. Like, how do you do it legitly?
Yeah,
Like, let's
that's
say I
what I'm
want
saying.
this song and I only want this song, like on it. Like, do I have to get permission from the studio?
No. I think there's actually I remember learning about this in Citrus because I took a lot of music courses. So there's actually there's two publishing houses for music. So you get your songs, you write them, you send them in a copy of your song, and they record that as like your song. So no one else can steal it, and like if they try to use it, then you have that piece of paper saying this is mine. Like I've registered it, kind of like a patent or something,
Yeah.
but for music. So if people want to buy it, you can put like a price up there, and they could use it in their music for whatever price that you can
Oh, okay.
specify.
So you do have to pay. Like, okay. Dang. I mean, if you really want that song, you'll go the distance.
I know some movies. I think like Thor, they had a Led Zeppelin song, or I think it was Led Zeppelin, and those songs are super expensive to get in your movies. Like,
Dude, remember Bohemian Rhapsody? Like they played Queen songs, right? That must have been pretty expensive too.
yeah,
They made a Jimi Hendrix movie and no Jimi Hendrix music in it.
what?
Yeah. It was like
Too
what?
expensive, probably.
Oh, it would probably be, dude, timeless.
I wonder if somebody from Jimi Hendrix family made it, then maybe they would be able to use the music for like cheaper, you know?
Cause for cheaper, just like,
Yeah.
hey, we'll give
Or
you
maybe
a discount.
Yeah, it depends on who owns the trust at that time, right?
Dude, that's lucky for the family member. The family members can just use it whenever they want.
Yeah.
The family member makes a YouTube channel, just like, bro, I'm not getting copyright. I own this.
Dude, if you're like the head of the trust, maybe you still have to go through those channels. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be cool if you didn't, right? If you're the boss, you could change the rules a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's your trust, right? Like, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna pay
but
myself.
it might be different if you have more people involved in it. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be the majority or like the head in order to make that kind of thing.
Right.
And even then,
But you
like,
might get a discount or something. Like, if you want to use all the Jimi Hendrix songs, then
yeah.
you only have to pay for this percentage of it.
Dude, isn't that unheard of? Jimi Hendrix movie and not a single one. What would they do? What would they even like talk about in that movie?
They probably just show his life story, right? And then they have him playing covers, like at the big show. Yeah.
Because he did some like iconic places too, right? Mm-hmm. He did iconic songs at iconic places, but they can't show that scene.
No, but he also did covers, like he did the Star Spangled Banner, I think. That was super like memorable. And he's done like Eric Clapton covers, so maybe they could license those songs and like play them. But I don't know how, like, he would still be playing it, right? So that's even something that he did. That's fucked up.
It's messed up.
I wonder how Michael Jackson's state is handling it.
Oh,
I haven't heard any of his stuff recently either.
He hasn't come out with the tune in a while.
Well, yeah.
No, but he did. Like after he was dead, he was they released a song of his. Like they still have like tons and tons in the vault. Like they say. Like,
Really?
They could
That's
they
awesome.
could release some because after he was dead, he was on they put his like audio part on like the back of this remix or this song.
Okay.
I forget what it was. Yeah, but I remember I was like, dude, he's been dead for like 10 years.
He's still dropping
He's
hits.
back.
Yo.
Isn't that sad though? Like, not sad, but like
Dude,
he's
that's
gone.
his legacy. Like he probably left those.
But
there.
he's not benefiting off of it.
Yeah,
I wonder who is.
I mean, at some point, I don't think the more money is gonna benefit you anyway, right?
Yeah, it depends on
Like,
how you're wired, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you have like millions and you have your own fucking like theme park,
Like, no, I want more.
how is it gonna benefit? I feel like he was doing music because he liked it, right?
Uh-huh.
And the money was just like, yeah, he probably wanted that too at first, but then after a while,
Have you seen Michael's shop though?
Michael's shop.
Michael Jackson. Have you seen him like go and like
Shop?
for things?
Nah.
Dude, I saw this one. It was like an interview. He went to this like fancy. It was really fancy, but it basically looked like, you know, those stores at the mall that like close down after like a couple months because they just have like weird like medieval suits of armor and like swords and like paintings, just like a bunch of random things.
Right.
He went to one of these, but it was like legit stuff. It was the real deal stuff, but it looked like that.
Damn.
And he was just basically saying like, yeah, like let me get like 2 of these. You're just walking like buying some like real fancy like pillars and paintings and stuff. He's like, yeah, I got both of those last week. Like, let me just get one of those.
Just like everything, dude. Where does he put all that?
I don't know, and I don't even know like why he would want it. Like, he was just basically like, he wouldn't even give it like a second glance. He was like yeah, like, you give me this one.
Give me this one.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, I've been waiting to get that one. And then he gets like, there were a lot of paintings, statues, just like art basically. And I don't know if but maybe he did like appreciate it because he's been around the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably just said, "Why not? Like, I have the funds for it. Like, let me just get this."
It's crazy, but yeah, it was just and they must have done the total at the end, and it was something like ridiculous. And he's like, "All right, well,
I'll take it.
I'll let him take care of that." He just goes and leaves.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, speaking of, well, it doesn't really have anything to do with Michael Jackson, but it was St. Patrick's Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last week, and you were doing like an accent for.
Oh yeah, the
Irish or
accent.
Scottish. Yeah,
dude,
so.
it was like 2 weeks ago, I think, the 17th.
But it was after our last recording.
Together, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I was just curious how that went. Like, did you?
Oh, I think I think I nailed it.
You did it?
Yeah, I did do it. I didn't practice at all.
Okay.
But like right before, because they were starting, right? They were
Yeah.
like pressuring me, so I was like, just give me a minute. And I looked at the Lucky Charms commercial, like you told me to.
Really?
I did. I swear.
Sweet.
It was the one though. I was like, if I could
I'm
just
glad.
say this right.
Yeah.
And then so I practiced, like in my head, I was just like looking at it. I watched it once. I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
Dude.
And then I did it, and I
Yes.
think they were speechless. I think I blew it out of the water. Not gonna lie.
That's just like something that you do, bro. Just kill it. Totally.
First try. You're being sarcastic because I don't usually kill it, but it was decent this time.
No, I believe you. That's sick.
It sounds like you don't believe.
I
me,
do.
though.
I do
Okay.
believe you.
But it was good. Only 2 of us did it. The other ones were kind of shy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was 4
so
of
it's you
us.
versus the other.
Yeah, it was my coworker, and then she did her impression. It sounded a little Scottish to me. if she's listening right now, to be honest, it was just a little Scottish for me. There was a little too much rolling of the tongue, I think.
Oh.
Yeah,
I got you.
that it sounds like the Irish accent. It sounds like it rolls, but it's really not.
Okay.
It's
Could
very,
you
like,
do like
subtle.
a impersonation of it?
A demo? You'd have to give me a minute so I could look at the Lucky Charms commercial. Just kidding.
You should know this.
What does he say? They're magically delicious.
That was very leprechaun-esque, I think.
I
was kind of scared like a fairy was in my presence.
a
bro.
fairy?
That's what they are, right?
He's a leprechaun.
Leprechauns are fairies, no?
No, they're not.
Really? How do you know?
Otherwise, he'd just fly away from the kids. They're always chasing him, right? If he's a fairy, you could just fly away.
I don't think all fairies fly, bro.
I think they do.
They
have
You need
wings.
to look that up. I need sources.
All right, I'll send you the link. Like, obviously.
I think he's a gold fairy.
Mm.
That's why he has the pot of gold, and he flies on the rainbow.
Yeah. So. Okay, so he just doesn't want the kids to get the pot of gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't want. Well, Lucky Charms dude doesn't want.
It's like the
them to get-
opposite of a lot of other cereal cartoons, right? Because like other cereal cartoons, like the kids are keeping the cereal or the treats away from them, like
tricks or something.
right, like Silly Rabbit tricks are for kids. I feel like the Cookie Crisp dog is
The dog,
similar,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
they're keeping the treats away from him.
Yeah.
But Lucky, he switched it up.
He's like, you can't get this away from me. You're not even gonna chase. I'm not even gonna chase you for it.
Yeah, he's like,
You're gonna chase me.
it's like a revolution in the cartoon.
It's because they're not very like healthy cereals, Lucky Charms.
Yeah,
And so like the kids are probably telling their parents like, "Yo, I want this," and then they're like, "Nope, you can't have it."
Dang.
And then that's like the commercial, the same thing, right?
yeah.
So then it makes them want it more. They're like, "No, Mom, I need these Lucky Charms."
That freaking Lucky.
Dude, he's stealing my gold pot.
That's funny. It was probably I don't know. There's like a formula to a lot of things, like even like the cereal thing. Maybe it was like we're joking about it, but maybe it was kind of like a big deal. Like I was watching an interview with Stan Lee, and he was talking about how he brought Spider-Man to life. And he was like, oh, at the time, there had not been like a teenage superhero or one that had personal problems. All the superheroes were like Superman and like X-Men who were just like doing their thing.
They're just super, dude. You like,
yeah, and that's what a lot of the people told him. He's like, do you know what a superhero is? He's like a symbol. Like, he's not supposed to be relatable. He's supposed to be like above everyone, you know, like look up to a superhero. But Stan Lee made Spider-Man, who was a teenager, had personal issues, and they also like dissed him on the that he was a spider. He's like, dude, people hate spiders. Like, what are you doing? But he made it, and then like it blew up, and
everybody liked it.
Yeah, it did. And he's one of my favorites, if not my favorite Marvel.
Dude, Spider-Man is sick.
Yeah,
he has really, really cool powers. Like the Spidey sense in itself is like
overpowered,
invaluable, bro.
You
it's like premonition. It's like, oh shit, something's happening. Right
you
now.
Just know, dude. Iconic. Yeah. Is he your favorite Marvel character?
I like Deadpool, which is another Marvel character. That's probably my favorite one. And Spider-Man and Deadpool have an interesting relationship too.
In the comics, they do, right? That'd be, dude. Can you see that in like the real Marvel one, the Tom Holland and the
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're coming out with like a Deadpool 3, I think, soon. So maybe after that they'll do some Marvel mashup.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man's going through the multiverse, right? So.
Oh yeah, the Sony. He's switching over because Sony made the first two Spider-Man, and then
now
Marvel.
Tom Holland is doing it, but they're also bringing in Tobey Maguire, right?
Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
What if they run into like Deadpool or something, like in
totally
post credits or something? I feel like
I heard that Deadpool, because Stan Lee made cameos in like the old Marvel, but rest in peace, he can't do that anymore. But I heard that Deadpool is gonna be filling in his role,
sick.
So he'll be doing cameos like in the movies. Yeah, I could see that.
That's kind of, I think the comics have something similar like that too, where he just pops into random.
He does,
yeah,
like in everyone's comic book, and he breaks like the third wall, like all the time.
He's like, hey guys, like, how's it going?
Yeah. Did you saw the second one? There was the first and second one.
Yeah, Deadpool's sick. I've always been a fan of Deadpool before like it was a movie. You know, I was original Deadpool fan.
Ahead of the curve.
Exactly. Yeah. Cutting edge, as they would say.
But you really did though, because like I remember you had like a figurine or something Deadpool.
Yeah,
in
I have
your room.
a pop too still.
Yeah, and that was before they even made the first one.
Yeah.
And then like I remember you were excited when the first one came out. You're like, man, this guy, and I'm like, what?
They had him in X-Men, but they totally like butchered him, his character.
And Ryan Reynolds played that one too.
Yes, he did, and his mouth was all like covered and shit.
That is such a, because he's the merc with the mouth, right? That's his nickname.
Right. And then they silenced him because they didn't want him to say like all the profanities that. Like would be
because it's PG-13.
They didn't want to ruin the character, but they kind of did ruin the character by.
Oh, they totally did.
Yeah.
He didn't even have his like original costume. I didn't even know it was Deadpool.
No. Yeah, they had it like before Deadpool kind of, but it was weird.
His powers in there were a little weird too. He could teleport in that movie.
Really? I don't remember.
In that movie he did.
He's still with the swords though.
Yeah. No, yeah. He had the whatever Wolverine's claws is made out of. He had the
adamantium?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Strongest thing on Earth.
Adamantium. Vibranium, isn't that stronger though? Vibranium?
Yeah, vibranium. That's what Cap's shield's made out of.
Right.
And like
Black
they have it in Wakanda too. I think
they
that's where they get it from.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sick,
dude. I'm glad I remember that.
You're like an expert at this.
I consume a lot of media. I just find it interesting. I enjoy.
I love watching stuff.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say about Ryan? Oh, the movie, the one with Ryan Reynolds where they taped his mouth is like a Wolverine Origins or something. And I got a super bootleg.
Dude, me too.
Did you too?
Yes. They didn't even have like the special effects on it, dude.
You could see the fucking like the green, like you could see green,
Yes.
and you could see wires.
And then sometimes they'd have like the CG, but it'd be super like blocky and
Yes.
like
Oh my god, I can't believe we saw the same
and then
thing.
I never even watched the real one.
No, me neither. I stopped
I was
right
like,
there.
This is trash. I'm not watching the real one.
Imagine.
Dude, that's how a leak could ruin your whole fucking like
Yeah.
your whole production basically.
That's true. I mean, like, yeah, I didn't watch it. I watched it for free, so basically it did because I didn't pay like anyone to watch the movie.
And then Ryan Reynolds, he probably leaked it, dude. He's probably like, they're ruining this character.
Pissed.
Like, I'm gonna leak this
Dude,
shit.
he's like the Robin
ruin
Hood.
it. Yeah.
He did it for the fans.
Dude, that was his master plan all along.
But that's cool that they gave him like a second chance. They don't do that to a lot of like superheroes.
He's good for the role, I think. Like,
Oh, he's perfect.
yeah.
I can't imagine anyone else doing it.
No,
Not like him.
not like him.
Yeah. Dang, good stuff. How long has this been going?
44 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right, we're good. Did you have a I could have done that better?
I did.
Oh, but before we get there, I just thought I'd bring this up.
Okay.
Did you know that you could make a podcast in jail?
What?
Yeah, like inmates, they can make podcasts in jail.
Let's do it.
We're already here.
What are you trying to say?
We're just chilling. But what I'm saying is, I'm sure I've heard that there's podcasts in jail that do well, maybe like a couple. But
What do they talk about though?
I don't know. Probably like how the food is that week or something like that.
Yeah, maybe they talk about stories of what they did to get to jail.
There's like, respectfully, I'm gonna just spill it all right here.
I'm guilty, so
I mean, you could, like, if you're in there for life.
if they already know, like,
Yeah.
if they already judged you that way.
That would be some good like interview if they interview like inmates in there like that.
Dude, we should go interview some inmates, bro.
That'd be cool. Some of them, like, not all of them are bad.
Let's go.
You know?
Let's go interview those like crazy ass like Mindhunter status.
Dude, I would have a panic attack. If they were like Mindhunter status,
Yeah.
like that big dude.
Yeah.
Remember? He was like 300 pounds.
He gives
Every
him,
time
like,
he
a
threw
hug
his
and
weight, like boom.
Dude,
That was
terrifying.
scary though. That episode.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Yeah, dude.
the one where he's like, I don't want to spoil it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Cause
Anyway, what
Good
about
show.
these inmate podcasts?
was what I was saying. There must be a bunch of inmate podcasts out there, but only a couple
get big.
get big. So imagine just like a bunch of like floating inmate podcasts. There's probably like some crazy stories out there.
Yes.
You know what I
bet.
mean? Because I know they're like
you're right.
falling on deaf ears. Like
Yeah,
no one's listening. to them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they should get more exposure.
Yeah, maybe we could like listen to one and review it or something.
That'd be cool. Or even like,
I'll
dude,
listen.
where are they going? Just reach out to them. Hey,
But
It
like,
says
I don't
your-
know.
it says your name is Big Sexy.
We should find the ones that like they don't think they are guilty, right? Like they're pleading
They
innocent.
think they're in the right,
Yeah.
and they're like, bro, you did it.
Let's
You,
talk to
you know you did it. Right?
just to demean them, like
Like,
no one believes you.
oh my god,
Hey man,
guilty.
You took it there.
No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did.
Nail in the coffin. But I was watching this. This like broke my heart. There's this guy on the internet. His name's the Prodigy or Professor or something like that. He's a basketball player. He's really short, but he's really good. One of his famous videos, like he dressed up as Spider-Man and went
Okay.
to a park. He was like schooling everyone. Super good basketball player. He's not in the league, but he's just super
good.
Yeah, he's famous for like doing tricks.
He'll
and stuff.
put like old man costume on or something.
Yeah, and he'll
go-
do
go
pranks, but
dunking
he's
on
legit.
people.
Like he even goes to like he goes and practices with the like the NBA players to keep him like sharp.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so he's in cahoots,
That's
but
sick.
he went to a prison and just to
Oh.
like play basketball with
Prison
like them.
ball.
Yeah, he just wanted
Shit.
to like kind of give back like that, and he like juked this one guy so bad. And like everyone was going crazy, and then they zoom into this guy, and you know what he says?
What?
He's like, "Man, they're gonna be talking about that for years." And then I was like, it was a good comment. I was like, but then I thought afterwards, like, damn, like they probably are gonna be talking about that for
Bro, remember
years.
you got juked out and fell on your ass, dude? Like,
But they were talking about that for like 50 years. Like, hey, you remember
dude, you remember that shit? Dude?
when the professor juked you?
Dude, you got schooled that day, bro.
And he's gonna be like, "Who are you?" Just
What are you saying, dude?
Just doesn't remember. Like, nah.
He like blocked it out. Like super
Yeah.
traumatic.
It was
Everybody's
cool.
laughing at it. He has dreams about that shit.
And then when he was playing the ball, like he was just going back to back to back, so he was getting like slower every time. So
Yeah.
by the end guy, like he almost like took him on just because
shit.
like faced like 10 people like 1-on-1. He's like, next.
He's like, nah, I'm gonna keep going. Like the guy, did we watch that one where some guy's like sprinting on the beach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same kind of thing. That guy's like an Olympian, but
He is.
Yeah.
It was cool. And then he for sure went slower on some of them, right?
probably near the end too.
Yeah, that's true. He was in a chicken costume.
Yeah, he was.
It was hot that day.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just running in a chicken costume in general is probably like
on the sand.
yeah,
That's tiring.
it absorbs a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, he's Olympian. He's probably well trained. Like,
Yeah,
it ain't no thing.
dude, he's a pro, dude. That's what he does.
Literally, like he's an athlete. That's his job.
What sport would you be an Olympian for if you could be an Olympian?
Damn. There's one. I don't know. You go first.
What?
You go first.
No, I asked you.
But you don't have one in mind?
I have a couple, but I want to.
No, but
I want you to.
you
answer.
sprung it on me. Maybe yours will inspire
Nah,
me.
you gotta answer.
Come on, dog.
You gotta answer.
I want to give a good answer. I don't want to just give like any.
You're gonna listen to mine. You're gonna be like, oh.
Nah, I promise. Whatever you pick, I won't pick. Swear. Go for it. I won't.
Nah, I don't know what I want yet. So I think you should go first.
Let's see. Something. Soccer,
I think
soccer would be cool.
Soccer would be really sick, actually. I think I would do like curling.
What's that?
It's like Winter Olympics,
Oh, it's a Winter Olympic sport.
and you take
Oh no, no.
take like the big like iron round thing, and you chuck it down.
That
the ice,
one,
and you have to scrape it with like a brush and shit.
man.
That should be sick.
I'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't even if I was the best at it. I would not tell anyone.
You get a gold
I
medal.
did
You're
that.
like, I'm not telling anybody. I'm an Olympian gold medal. Oh, what do you do?
I'm a curler. Oh, you curl?
Yeah, I curl. You don't look like you curl.
And then you're
Roasted.
when you have a son, he just sees this box full of medals. Like, Dad, what is all this?
Oh, son. Before you were born, I was world class curler.
I was a contender.
Oh, you curled hair? Like, no.
What are the ones that would be like kind of lame, like to be an Olympian? That one takes the cake. I don't know if I could think of a.
I kind of think curling's pretty cool. It's like shuffleboard. Have you ever played shuffleboard?
Ugh, you just made it worse.
You never played shuffleboard?
No.
Dude, I'm actually pretty good at shuffleboard.
They
They have a shuffleboard table in Costa Mesa.
I've never played shuffleboard. How do you play? What's the objective of the game?
You have different lines, and if you make it past the line, you get like a point or something. And the closer you get to the edge of the table, the more points you get. And if it's like hanging off a little bit, then
Oh man, I play that game right here, like on the table.
yeah, it's kind of like
like
that.
a coin or something.
Right. And curling's like a bigger version.
Ah.
You have a target that you're trying to hit.
Is it?
with ice?
It's not like I imagine it's not heavy, but like does it have some like heft to it, like the
Shuffleboard?
Yeah.
No, it's like almost like a hockey puck or something.
Oh, the other one, the curling. You do.
Oh,
it with,
curling
like,
is pretty heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
And they're all the same weight.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And you just like you let it go, and then you control the speed with the brush.
Mm.
It's cool. I don't necessarily think I would. I mean, it's really low impact, so it's like you're not gonna get hurt or anything.
How do you train for something like that?
Fucking practice.
Just like aim, right? Like what else could you train?
I set them up and just fucking like probably play against another team or something.
I wonder if it's really hard to get good at that. Like, could you like? Cause just aim, right? You're just aiming.
Yeah.
Like, if you just practice your aim for like, let's say 3 years, like, could you be good enough?
There's one person aiming, and then another person can control it a little bit with the brush.
Oh, right. They brush
so
it.
I feel like some people's like grandmas or something are probably really good. So
Nice.
like a grandpa team, like let's
god.
go.
They're just like all chill about it. They're not
Yeah.
even looking at it. They're like they know exactly.
Would
what they're
bowling
doing.
be another lame one?
I was about to say it, like lawn bowling. Like
Lawn bowling.
Not even like real bowling.
What about the one with the little like it's like tennis, but the ball's smaller and it has like a little feather on it? Is it badminton?
You badminton?
Yeah.
Oh, all of these are terrible. They're like lower versions of cooler ones.
Right.
Like lawn bowling, regular bowling. Tennis.
What's the coolest one then?
Dude, if you're an Olympian,
The
because
coolest
there's
Olympian.
like the cool kids of the Olympians.
Right. What would the cool one be?
Like soccer would
Soccer.
definitely be. I feel like swimming.
Swimming.
Swimming, also like Michael Phelps, right?
Like snowboarding would be pretty cool.
Snowboarding. They have so many games. Like they even have probably rowing, right? Like rowing is an Olympic sport.
What do you think the first esport to get into the Olympics will be?
Not that far. They have like it's getting pretty big.
Yeah, that'd be sick. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. What game would it be? Like League?
Maybe.
StarCraft.
Some like Counter-Strike Go or something.
Yeah, Counter-Strike's big. I love how Counter-Strike's been around for so long. The graphics are still like
shit. They just come out with like new patches, but they're still not like they're not great graphics.
Yeah.
It's not like Modern Warfare or something.
Which just goes to show like how like people enjoy it for the game itself.
Yeah. A lot of games are like that.
Like Tetris. Tetris never changes, but
exactly.
They still have
Pac-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
The freaking Space Defenders one where
Galaga.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
Asteroids. There's a bunch of cool games.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like I get bored from them so easily. Like I appreciate them and how far we've come, but when I sit down and play one, 'cause I go to arcade sometimes. I'm like, yeah, one quarter and I'm good. Like I don't need to play this again.
Just put it in there. Like, okay, I'm done.
Don't even finish the game.
You lose after like the first 3 fucking
mobs. I am not that bad. I used to play with my we had an N64, and sometimes my mom, my dad, and my sister, we would all play, and we would like take turns to see who we get. My mom was not gonna lie, she was pretty good.
Dude, she has experience playing that game probably.
Yeah, I remember we went to go get the N64 from like Toys R Us, which is like not even around anymore. Sick. And Pac-Man was a Pac-Man, and it had like a bunch of like Dig Dug. It had Dig Dug, Galaga.
Yeah.
The race car one.
Those are classics, dude.
Yeah, good times.
Those are fun.
My dad liked Diddy Kong Racing. I don't even know. Yeah, like Diddy Kong from like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And they have like a bunch of friends that I don't even know their names anymore. Like they're part of the Diddy Kong universe.
The Diddy Kong squad.
Yeah, there's like a bird one, like Diddy's homie, and he has a girl, and like they're all there.
I always like the Banjo-Kazooie ones.
Oh, yeah.
It's like what is he? Coyote?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Banjo. I think it's his own thing, right?
No, he's something. He's a bear, isn't he?
Tasmanian Devil, maybe.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about not Sly Cooper? There's a Crash Bandicoot. I thought
Crash Bandicoot. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Which one were you thinking of? Like, what was the game that you were thinking of? Like,
there's a racing game, and it's like Orange Dude. No, that is Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, but
Banjo-Kazooie is I think like a bear and a bird or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
so I was thinking of Crash.
Crash also has a racing game. A lot of them do.
Yeah, Crash has a racing game.
It does
for sure.
Yeah, I did play it. It was
that one's fun.
That one's fun. Crash Bandicoot. It's tough though. It's basically just you ever play it's like one where you run and you just like swipe. It's a game on your phone. Temple
Run.
Yeah, Temple Run. Crash Bandicoot is just like a bigger Temple Run, I feel, because you just be running and collecting apples and stuff.
It's like a 3D Temple Run kind of.
Yeah,
kind of like a more simplified Zelda game, maybe.
Yeah, not as open world. Banjo-Kazooie was open world.
Yeah,
super open world. And I don't know, I don't like games like some of them like Skyrim. If you ever played it, like that's super open world, and I like that because I like medieval stuff. But like if a game is too open world and doesn't give me direction, I won't finish it, and like I get kind of distracted easily.
Yeah,
and it's not as fun for me. Which is, some people love it though. They like love the freedom.
Right.
But I kind of like direction a little bit.
You need a little bit more linear of a game.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like I like the open worldness, but I like to have like a main story.
That makes sense. Yeah.
One that's like so enticing that like everything affects it, I think.
Because I guess maybe you want like an ending to it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a main story, then there's not really if you don't feel like there's an ending, then there's like, what am I really striving for?
Yeah.
Why am I playing in this?
And Legend of Zelda, I played it, the one for the Switch, and it's a little bit like that because you beat the main bad guy. You're like, all right, cool. I get to like reap the fruits of my labor. I'm gonna go into the world and like evil is gone, and then basically you spawn at the last save point before you fight the final boss. So
the final boss is the end.
Yeah, so that's it, and you can't like go on with the game.
Damn, that sucks.
So it's like kind of.
So do you get like a weapon at the end when you beat him?
No, I don't think you get anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're just like the prosperity.
You're like, yes, I did it.
Yeah, and then you like spawn back and like he's still there, the bad guy.
Oh, again?
Yeah, you're like, what?
I just killed you.
Great game though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Okay. Did you want to go to I could have done that better stories?
Sure.
Sweet. You go first. I feel like you have a good one.
Okay. So, where do I start?
At the beginning.
I know. Okay. So I was traveling last weekend, which is why I wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the great Tom Forte on last week.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I was getting, I bought my plane ticket, showed up at the airport, and usually the seats are kind of cramped because I'm kind of tall, right? So I was getting on, and I got my bags with me, and I have my phone in my hand, making sure like I know where my seat is, right? And then I'm walking there, and I have to go through the fucking like jet connector thing,
Yeah.
from like the airplane to the airport, and then there's the airplane door is super fucking low, so I'm ducking through, and the steward is like, oh, keep your head down for a little bit more because you're not gonna have room. And so as I'm going to my seat, I see another stewardess, and I'm like, hey, is there any chance you guys have like a exit row seat available?
Uh-huh.
And she's like, oh, I don't know, but I'll check, and then I'll come back to you. And so this part's important to remember, that she's coming back later.
Okay. She's coming back.
Right. And so I get to my seat, I put my bags down. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm in the right seat, looking at my phone, put my phone away. And then I'm like looking in my bag for my headphones. I'm like, okay, let me put my headphones in. And I put my headphones in, and then I'm like, oh shit, where's my phone? And I was like, I thought I put it away, but it's not in my pockets. Like, I'm like, oh shit, my phone's gone. Like, did I drop it? And so I was super nervous. I was like looking through my bag, and I'm like, oh, is my phone in my bag? And I pull like literally everything out of my bags, and it's not there. So I'm like, shit, like,
damn.
Like, I don't know. I have to land and then like communicate with people like to get picked up and
Yeah.
stuff. So I was nervous as fuck, and I was like looking on.
But you knew like you didn't go anywhere. Like
I know, right? Like I had my phone, and I was like,
Yeah.
dude, where is it? And I'm like, okay, maybe I dropped it. So I'm looking on the ground, and like I don't see it. I look on the side, I don't see it. Like on this side, I look under my chair, not there. Look at the chair in front of me,
Oh
and then
my
I'm
God.
like, I get up on top of my chair, and
probably
I'm
like a crazy person.
and I'm like asking the people behind me, like, hey, did you guys see a phone that dropped back there? And like they're like, oh no, I didn't see anything. And then I still didn't find it, so I'm like,
Damn.
like where did it go? Like it must be here somewhere.
Yeah.
And so I hear the people behind me, and they're like, yeah, he'll find it. Like it's probably just in his bag. And I'm like, damn, bro.
Making
Yeah.
comments.
Like I don't like, because I think it was like a guy and his wife, and the wife's like, oh, why don't you like look harder for it? What if it's under the seat? Like,
Yeah.
that's gotta suck. He lost his.
That'd
phone.
be funny though. This is how it went. But if they saw you struggling, they just see it. They're like, let's just watch him.
They basically were, dude. Because I was still looking for it. Like I legitimately, I was like, man, I dropped my phone somewhere. Like these people, like no one is really.
You felt so
taking it
alone,
seriously,
bro.
right? And so. Yeah, and they're just like talking back there, like, yeah, oh, it'll teach him a lesson. Like when he
No,
finds me.
what the
I was like, bro, are you talking about me? Like, it sounded like
they're
it
like
was,
literally right behind you.
yeah, right behind me. And then like then this other guy walks into the row behind me, and then they're like, oh yeah, he dropped his phone. They're like telling him, and then there's
You're
like,
the phone guy.
yeah, and then the guy next to me comes, and then he finds out that I dropped my phone, right? So like a bunch of people, around
Dude,
me.
they were like rallying around you, dude. They took it seriously.
Yeah.
Like, hey, no phone? It was like, oh, that's nuts, dude.
Okay, and then there's this like girl across the aisle from me. I'm in the window seat, and there's two people next to me, and then the girl in the aisle seat, like a back row, she's like, "Oh, you lost your phone? Like, I have Find My iPhone, right?" And I'm like, "I don't have an iPhone." Like, I have
She's like,
Android."
oh.
Okay.
All right, well,
And
goodbye then.
He basically, and so I was like, "Fuck!" I was like really sweating. I was like, "I don't know what I'm gonna do."
So while you were looking, there was two people right next to you?
yeah, as I was looking, they came. So I was like
Oh,
one of the first. I was
okay.
the first people in the row.
Yeah.
And there were two people already behind me.
Yeah.
And then all these people started coming.
Damn, that was that sucks.
And so the plane filled up. They were like closing all the things overhead, and I was still like, "Where's my fucking phone,
Dude.
And then the stewardess comes by, and she's like, "Oh, the stewardess from earlier." She's like, "Oh, we don't have any exit rows, right?" And I was like, "Oh, damn, that sucks." And I was like, "I can't find my phone. I think I dropped it." And then she's like, "Oh, don't worry, honey, I'll find it." She's like, "Everybody, get out of the row." And as she says that, I put my hand in this like really weird pocket on the front of my bag, and I feel my phone, dude.
Oh, no. Wait,
Yeah.
when did this happen? When everyone is already out of the
They were
road?
about to get out, and I was like, "Wait a second!" Like it came back to me, like
Like time slowed down for you. You're
Yeah.
like, think. Like, I'm not gonna get embarrassed today.
I was already kind of embarrassed, right? But the lady was like, all right, everybody out of the row. I'm going to find his phone. I'm really good at this. She's like telling everybody.
Oh
and
my
more
God.
and more people are looking. I'm like, damn. I was like, man, if I need to find it, I need to find it now. Like,
Dog,
not after she's on her knees and shit looking under the ground.
If everyone had gotten out, you know what I would have done? And I found it. I would have dropped it and let someone find it.
Yeah.
I'd just be like,
I thought about that. So I grabbed it and I was like, damn. Like, I was like, do I take this out? Because it is like, I kind of out myself as like being an idiot, and I like misplaced
like
it.
a second you had to make that choice right there.
And I was like, or I could leave it there. And I was like, no, that's even worse, because then they're gonna think I really lost it, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I found my phone.
Everyone's like,
And they're like, yeah, like cheering.
Really?
Yeah. And then one guy was like, so where was it? And I was like, it was someplace I didn't expect it to be.
Did you say that? That's a good one.
I just try to lean into it at that point, because I was like, it's kind of embarrassing.
Dude, he would ask that question. Is it the same guy who was like, man,
no, it's a
teach
different
him
one.
a lesson.
It's another one who came up after.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't make you do a speech. Like, where was it?
Yeah. The guys behind me like, oh, I told you the whole time, see? Taught him a lesson.
That's a good story.
Yeah, that was wild. I figured I'd share it.
Or another one, you could have just like wasted everyone's time, like look for it, and like it's already in your pocket, and like 30 minutes later you're like,
oh, I found it. It was wedged between the seats.
oh my God. I did that one time.
Really?
When we had a party and it was late, and my friend Kim, she couldn't find her phone. But I remember I didn't realize until later, she gave me her phone early in the night because she didn't have pockets. So I kept it in my pocket.
Yeah.
And then, so it was time to go. It was like 1:00. He's like, oh my God, where's my phone? And I was like, oh man. And we looked everywhere. We must have been looking for like half an hour, me and a bunch of other friends. And then all of a sudden, and literally she was kind of freaking out because it was already late. Like she needed to go home. And then it just came to me. And all of a sudden I felt it in my pocket. Like,
oh my God.
And I was like, and then literally I was contemplating for like 2 minutes. I'm like, do I just like put it somewhere?
Hide it? Dude,
Yeah.
I would have hidden that shit.
You would have hidden it?
Depends.
I really did.
If they already looked everywhere, then I'm like,
yeah, because we had been looking for a long time. That's
Yeah.
why also I was like, damn, and I had it this whole time. And then I like prefaced, and I was like, Kim, don't be mad.
Did you guess it when you said that?
No, she's like, what? And then I'm like, I showed her. She's like, where was it? It was in my pocket. And I confessed, but she wasn't mad. She was laughing, and then she just like left. But
yeah, I don't think people were too pissed on the plane. I think it was kind of more amusing for them.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's like probably the most exciting thing that happened to them.
Yeah, like it was like,
Past week.
I was panicked, dude. I was like,
Yeah. Panic.
I was like, calm down. You'll find it. It didn't go anywhere.
I'm sure. I can imagine you be frazzled, but it must have sucked because if you really did lose it,
Yeah.
like
I was
dude,
like, I don't know anyone's like number out here. Like, what am I?
how would you even survive? Like, not survive, because you're not gonna die, but like if you didn't have your phone, yeah. But then what's the next move?
You could go to T-Mobile and get another phone.
Oh,
same day. Or
so
whatever.
you would call like a Lyft to go to T-Mobile,
Or I would just get a taxi or something if there is one, or use somebody's phone for a Lyft, Venmo them.
yeah. There's ways, but it would be like and to
You
get someone to
take
do
someone
it
else.
too,
It
right?
would take another person. That's what I was thinking. I was like, man,
Because you can't. There's no
either way I get out of this, I'm gonna have to,
But you do
rely
have-
on the graciousness.
You still have like money though.
Yeah, you have money. I'd have to rely on the graciousness of whoever was there, basically.
Yeah, you would just have to sound like real, like, hey.
Hey man, I lost my phone inside. Imagine it was still in my bag and I went through all that shit, and then I'm like, finally where I need to be, and I'm like, oh shit, it was right here the whole time.
That would have been a good story to tell though.
Yeah.
Like all that trouble.
No, I like the plane one because they're all like cheering and shit. Fucking
Plane ride was good. Good plane ride.
plane wasn't bad.
How long is that?
3 hours,
Oh, okay.
3 or 4 hours.
I can't be. And we're so tall. It's so small.
I know. I got an extra row on the way back though, so
Oh, that's good.
yeah, I did ask him for it.
Sweet.
What's your story?
So my story, you reminded me of a time, Bronnan's favorite story. I don't know how I could have done it better. Maybe we could figure that out. But so I remember it was me, you, and Brandon, our friend.
Right.
And we went to, it was New Year's, I believe, for 1 year. And we went out to like a club. And it was a bad mistake. I realized that day because like there were so many people there.
Yeah,
This is
it was packed.
very pre-COVID. and it was hot in there. It
was packed.
Super packed. It was New Year's Eve, and this place was really cheap. I remember because that's the only places we go to. If it's cheap, we're there.
Yeah.
And this place, I was like, damn, it really was like $20 worth to get in here. It was super packed. And I remember when the ball was dropping or it was counting down, we weren't even like dancing or anything on the floor. I was getting ice because it was so hot in there. I just needed like ice to cool off. So like the ball's like counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm like stuck in like the middle. I'm like at the bar and it's super hot and like contagious or congested.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah. No, I don't get claustrophobic,
right.
But it was congested over there, full of people, and then it's a ball dropping, right? So like everyone's going crazy, people's like moving everywhere.
They want to get that champagne,
whatever, and so I'm getting like squished and pushed around like here,
right?
And it's getting so bad, and then I just hear, I'm trying to get to the front, but I'm getting pushed by this sea of people, and then so I like lean up on this one guy, by accident, I bump into him, and I'm like getting pressed up on this guy because of the sea of people, and then he just like he wasn't having it. He was looking back. He was like, hey, like stop doing that with my ass, like, hey, get up off my ass, man. And then I'm just like
shit.
And I'm just pressed up on this guy. I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry, but it's not me. And I just remember now that he was like a big guy, big muscular guy, and I was like on his center, like pressed up on his center, and he was like so stocky that he was like he couldn't look back at me, like he was like Batman that he can't move his neck. He was like had to turn to look at me, and he still couldn't get a good look at me. I think he was scared that he couldn't see me. And then his girl was just off to the side trying to calm him down, like, babe, like it's okay, like don't, like it's okay, it's fine, calm down. He can't go anywhere. Yeah, and I was just like, I'm so sorry, man. I just kept on getting bumped into him, and he was getting really mad.
He just kept getting angrier, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's like, get off me, man. Stop grabbing my ass.
And I was literally not grabbing his ass. My hands were in the air.
Are you sure?
You can testify. And you were just watching all this go down.
I was just laughing.
Yeah. And
I saw him like from a third perspective. I saw his...
You weren't in the action, but...
Yeah, I saw you squish. I saw him like, hey, man, get back the fuck off my ass.
He did say
Stop
that.
rubbing on me like that.
And I was like, bro, I was just apologizing. My hands were in the air, which looked even worse, to be honest, from a third person. Hands in the air.
It looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing to that guy?
Probably felt even worse, according to that guy.
Yeah.
But then I just backed up off him, let him pass, and I went, and I did get that ice after like an hour.
That's a business.
But yeah, if I could have done that better, probably wouldn't have gone out to a place like that.
No, you need to go to a nicer place.
Yeah, I think you pay a little bit more, but the experience is better.
Let's go somewhere that's like $200 or something, bro.
Ooh, 200? This times is by our experience by 100.
That should be like 10 times better at least.
Yeah. All right, I'm down.
Like once maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not this year.
Like one day we will.
Someday.
Yeah.
In the future.
Hey, we're coming up June. I think June is when they say everyone is eligible to get a vaccine. All adults.
We'll be there already though.
By then, we'll already be ahead of the curve.
We'll be vaxxed, dude.
Yeah, vax bros.
That's true.
Nice. All right, so we're doing a new thing now where we're gonna ask our fans / our guests to write in some what I could have done that better topics. So basically, you're just gonna tell what you could have done better, a story that you think you could have done better, and send it to us. And we'll read it on the podcast, and we'll try our best to give you our best / worst advice. And it'll be a good time. So you can send those I could have done that betters to our email at tmftv4me@gmail.com. That's tmftv, the number 4, me@gmail.com, and I'll be posting it on Instagram too, so you guys could send in those questions. And we'll shout you out.
Okay.
Shout you out, and if you don't want us to say your name, give us like a username.
Yeah.
Like in the email.
Be like Anon 42069 or something.
Yeah, and you'll know who you are.
Yeah.
And you'll just
but we won't.
No.
No one else will.
No.
Unless you have an email that's like identifying. But we won't say the email.
Yeah, but we'll know.
We'll know. We'll know. You'll know. But the rest of you won't know.
When we read it, no, like not this one. Not today.
We'll save this one for next week.
This one's crazy. But yeah, stay tuned so you could listen to your questions being answered by us. I'm looking forward to it. Be a good time. All right. And with that ends episode 8 of
Poke the Yolk
podcast.
Cheers. Thanks for listening or watching.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
I'm Trevor.
Peace out, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks.